questions about anything?
Yeah, well, we're escorting veterans to the dedication ceremony. Each person has their own flag of their state, and we're going to escort the veterans through a procession around the dedication ceremony. So it's really cool, and I've learned a lot from my veterans.
Enduring heroes of the Navy.
Each state has their own veteran. Mine is what actually was a Tuskegee Airman.
Yeah, we're free balling.
And I can't believe I'm actually meeting one.
Well, Arizona, most people don't know, played a really big role in World War II. They manufactured planes and fixed planes, and they were mainly an area for training pilots. And Arizona was an ideal climate for training pilots, so it was a perfect place for beginners who were going to be pilots in Europe fighting battles.
But when the war came, most of the white males left for the war. And so minorities, that is women and African Americans, they could participate in jobs that were higher, better paying than the jobs that they had before. The legacy of those jobs kind of paved the way for them to make more progress after the war in jobs and in voting rights, in social status and things like that.
The youth in Newport itself were very active, being a Navy town, in supporting the war by either doing Red Cross stuff or just being in ROTC, helping around with like shortages, and just generally talking to the media and being really active. It's like one of the first times where you have young activists in Rhode Island is really the youth during the war.
He was in the Navy in Guam, and he flew a PBY Catalina, which was a seaplane that could be landed on the water, and he patrolled around Guam for submarines. When I learned about World War II, it was always an inspiration in the back of my mind. I was like, my great-grandfather fought in this war, and I've always kind of wanted to pay I feel like I still haven't paid him enough respect.
It's really like amazing because he went into the service when he was my age. He went to basic training and we shipped off to the Berlin airlift when he was 18 or 19. So it's hard to think about like me having to go to basic training at my age to go into the Army.
He was a World War II sergeant, and he traveled through northern Africa and into Italy, and like his story just really inspired me.
When I heard about the opportunity to research my state's contribution to World War II through National History Day, I knew immediately that I wanted to interview my grandfather. I was able to hear the unfiltered view of how Wisconsin's contributions to the war affected an actual soldier. By recording my grandfather's stories and having this World War II museum, these stories will continue to be passed down for generations to come. Thank you.
To see how youth, like at that time, were doing so much for their country in a sort of global arena with the war. It's like cliche to say, but it's pretty inspiring to like see that these people are my age and they did it, so why can't I do it? Like that sort of thing. So, and it's like to be willing to go out into your own community, which seems so small, and to do these little things after school, like roll bandages for the Red Cross, or pick potatoes, like because you're in ROTC and there's no farmers because they all went to the war. To do things like that and benefit your community, but then as a whole contribute to the entire country, and then through that just like in a way spread America's freedom throughout the world it's just like something that is just really inspiring. It's just something you would want to do yourself, like, but being this young.